Hi, good morning Evan. My name is Mossy Greenfield. I'm your invigilator for the OET speaking session on the 6th of July 2020. How are you doing?
Hi, good morning. I'm good. Thank you for asking. How about you?
Well, I'm great. Can you tell me your full name for the record, please?
My full name is Evan Jonathan.
And what is your candidate number, please?
My candidate number is 243742222.
Thank you. And you are taking this test as a nurse? Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Thank you. Can I see your ID, please? Sure. Here it is.
Sure, here it is.
Thank you. So let's start with warm-up questions. The warm-up questions are not assessed and are a chance for us to get used to each other's voices. We'll just talk for 2 to 3 minutes.
All right.
What changes are to be considered for a positive impact on the nursing profession?
I personally feel that the nursing profession is unconsidered and not being treated with as much relevance as deserved. As the frontliners, nurses do a lot for patients, from taking care of them to facing the emotions of patients and their loved ones. However, there haven't been any contributions to make a positive impact on the profession. Even filling positive feedback forms is not even considered, as these forms help nurses in securing their jobs and give them the motivation to work hard. Also, no measures were taken to compromise with nurses and listen carefully to what they say to light down their burden. Even not giving deserved respect to them by thinking that it's only their job to give respect to their patients.
What do you find is the hardest part of being a nurse?
There are many things which are hardest part of nursing, such as the death of your patient after giving them the utmost care is the hardest part of this profession. Sometimes, lack of respect from the patients and other people in the healthcare industry hurts a lot. Moreover, dealing with all hospital politics is very hard. Even to handle situations in which the patient is addicted to drugs, and so on.
How do you feel about mandatory vaccinations for nurses or other healthcare staff?
It is very important to give those vaccines to nurses or other healthcare staff, like sweepers, assistants, because nurses take care of patients and give them vaccines, and as a result, they also come in contact with many infectious and dreadful diseases. Sometimes, a nurse can also be a carrier of disease to a very serious person or newborns. To avoid all these factors, all staff members, along with nurses, should be vaccinated.
How do you handle personal gifts from a family member?
Well, it depends on the type of gift. If a gift is handmade, cheap, a daily necessity item, flowers, chocolates, or whatever is given with love, and that does not look like a bribe to another person, is acceptable. For instance, after a baby is born, their parents or family will distribute sweets as part of their happiness, which can be accepted. Whereas, any valuable items or money in return for treatment or for any other illegal activities are considered to be bribed or not to be acceptable.
Why do you want to work in the healthcare industry?
Being a nurse, it is my passion and dignity to work in the healthcare sector. Definitely, it gives a great feeling of pride. The demand for this industry is rising continuously. This implies, in this domain, a nurse can always find new and exciting things to learn. New opportunities are rising and becoming more technically advanced. Also, the recognition of being a nurse has been changed to a great extent post-COVID-19 pandemics. These all encourage me to work in the healthcare industry.
Great. Thank you very much for sharing that. So, let's move on to role play now. I'll take the part of the patient or perhaps a relative, and you'll take your professional role. The purpose of the role play is to get evidence of your ability to communicate effectively with patients. Use your ability to fulfill as much of the role play as possible. Do you have any questions?
No.
You have up to 3 minutes to prepare the role play. You will start the role play after that time. I'll let you know when 3 minutes are up. You can ask me if there's anything you are not sure about, and you can make notes on the roleplay card if you want to. Here's a pencil for making notes.
Thank you.
You can look at the card during the test, but you must return it to me at the end of the test. Please start preparing now. Thank you. Your preparation time is over. You can now start your roleplay. Don't worry if I stop you when the time is up.
Good morning. My name is Evan Jonathan. I am one of the nurses working in the community health center. How may I help you today?
Good morning, Evan. I am here for expert advice about my father's condition.
Definitely, I will help you out. Before proceeding further, how may I address you?
I am Mossy Greenfield. And you can call me Mossy.
All right, Mossy. First of all, I appreciate your decision to seek advice from us. Now, please tell me in detail about your father's condition.
Nurse, I am the primary carer for my 75-year-old father. I am very concerned about him, because he has been falling over more often.
I am so sorry to hear that, Mossy. Certainly, we will be able to help you today.
Okay.
As your father is 75-year-old, there are some possible causes of health problems that commonly affect elderly patients.
Oh, I see.
Some of these are due to changes in diet, exercise, appetite, and so on.
All right.
Now, Mossy, have you identified any of these as relevant to your father's condition?
Well, nurse, I think he has lost weight, and he seems to be eating less than before.
Okay.
Also, my father used to go out for a couple of long walks a day, but now, he only goes for one short walk.
All right.
Instead, he watches TV more often than he used to.
Thank you for your valuable pieces of information. Mossy, for better understanding, I need a few more details about your father's health condition.
Actually, nurse, my father doesn't have any health issues. Also, he hasn't had any recent illness either.
Okay, and to reconfirm, is he under any long-term medications?
No, nurse, he doesn't have any long-term health conditions. But nurse, he takes medication for hypertension.
All right. Mossy, have you noticed any change in mood?
Yes, he does seem a bit quieter and more withdrawn than usual.
Okay, I have noted that. Well, Mossy, did you try to figure out any particular reasons for his fall?
Oh, well, nurse, I have no idea why he is falling over, but it seems to be something to do with his balance.
That's okay. Based on the details you provide, I can conclude that your father needs to get consulted by a doctor for a detailed assessment.
Oh, really? Is it necessary?
Yes, Mossy, it is very much essential for your father's current health condition. I recommend you to do a full medical assessment, including a blood test, in order to rule out any underlying health conditions.
I understand the importance of your suggestion. However, my father doesn't wish to go to the doctor. It is nothing but, he doesn't think there is anything wrong with him.
I certainly acknowledge your words, Mossy. Perhaps, you should try to convince your father about the same.
Okay. But, how can I do that, nurse?
Yes, Mossy, I am on to it.
All right, you may please. I wish to hear about it.
Good to hear that, Mossy. Now I will recommend some strategies for encouraging your father to see the doctor.
Okay.
Most effective way is that you can explain to your father the importance of being assessed. Try to convince him by saying why you think it is necessary and what all changes you have noticed. Along with that, you can include your visit to the community health center and the recommendation made by us on his health condition.
Okay. I got an idea to talk to him.
That's great. In addition, I suggest you accompany him to the doctor so that he might be more comfortable and willing. Thus, you can explain your findings more accurately for a better understanding of the doctor.
Yes, nurse. You are correct.
Moreover, it will be helpful for you to understand in detail your father's health status and can provide the necessary treatment needed for him.
All right, nurse. I will follow your suggestions and speak to my father about seeing a doctor.
That's perfect. Thank you for accepting my suggestions. Mossy, please feel free for further queries.
Sure, thank you, nurse.
That is the end of your OET-speaking roleplay. All the best.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Please, like this video and encourage us.
Subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Kindly comment your suggestions and help us do better.